Hey everyone, Shawn Rempel here with Prograin, District Sales Manager for Eastern Manitoba. Another new variety we have launched into 2021 moving forward is MAKO R2X. Many retails and growers seeing this one in demo trials. Seed production in for the first time in 2021. Variety we've been watching for a couple of years now as well. A little bit different than many of the other mid-season or earlier season varieties that we're introducing. MAKO R2X is definitely meant for wide rows. You know, we're not going to see success out of the soybeans if it's on a narrow row spacing, especially with higher populations. This variety is built to branch and fill in a wide row. I think maybe one of the negative things on that is its stature is relatively, you know, medium short. In high fertile situations with adequate moisture this year, I've seen it grow quite tall. You know, in 2021, unfortunately, with how dry it's been in many areas, this is one of our shorter plants. However, you know, the bonus to its branching is that it closed in canopy probably quicker than most I've seen out there. So maturity-wise on MAKO R2X, we're looking at about a 005. I'm starting to wonder whether it's going to be closer to 004, but again, time will tell. We have it up alongside Mikado and Merino, which are true 004s. If we see this one coming as a 005, that'll be just fine for the regions that we want to sell it into. RPS 1C major gene for Phytophthora on this one. Strong field tolerance as well to Phytophthora, so it's something we're always looking at is that Phytophthora tolerance. IDC is looking at about a 1.8. Again, quite defensive this year, but you know, it's always good to see a couple more years with heavier IDC pressure to get that real good gauge on it. Standability is going to be excellent. At the end of the day, it's not an extremely tall variety. I expect this one to have really, really strong legs. And moving forward, I would be recommending this one on lower populations, especially on that wider row spacing. So I'd have no problem with a 30-inch row down to about 160, 170,000 on MAKO. Even though it is an extremely branchy variety, the white mold tolerance, sclerotinia tolerance on this variety is excellent. So I don't anticipate seeing heavy white mold pressure when we do get back to some wetter years, which is going to be very important for years where we get a lot of vegetation. I think yield is going to be very, very strong. It is a 005 at the end of the day, or close to. So I don't think we're going to expect that big yield punch like we see out of our MAKO R2X or our Kudo R2X. But again, I've been wrong before in the sense of what some of these mid-season varieties can yield. So pod set on the main stem looks excellent, considering the lack of moisture that this variety's actually had to work with. You can see it's carrying a fair bit of yield expression on the laterals, which is always nice to see, just to give us that extra yield bump and right up to the tip on some of these lateral branches. So I'm expecting pretty good results for this particular variety. So look for MAKO R2X in 2022 from your local retail, and I think you'll be happy with this one.